Hello everyone, my name is Debora Leal. I am Brazilian and I am PhD candidate at SIGCHI University in Germany. I will present the SIGCHI paper, Digital Technology at the Edge of Capitalism, Experiences from the Brazilian Amazon Rainforest. This paper was written with my friends Max Krüger, Vanessa Teles, Teles, Denise Cardoso, Randall, and Volker Wulf. It is argued that there is hardly a place in the world left untouched by global capitalism. In this paper, we describe some of the economic practices of a pericapitalist community in the Brazilian Amazon rainforest called Boa Vista do Acará or just Acará. We detail how the community increasingly participates in global system, yet also organizes economic life around local and traditional values, and how digital technology mediates their relationship to global capitalism. To give you an overview of their way of living, every house usually has an extra area where the family work to produce flour out of a root called cassava. This area is full of indigenous technologies that have been forgotten, improved, and substituted. The production of cassava flour is in the community families for many generations, where they would travel to the capital by boat to sell their production in a fair. Nowadays, many of the producers have the contact of the clients by WhatsApp and only go to the capital to deliver the products and get the money. When I asked one producer if him or his family were looking for more clients, he said that is the amount that they can produce in a specific time, so there is no reason to look for more clients. The other traditional production is açaí. Another member of Acará has been in the açaí business for 19 years. Previously, he would take the basket full of raw açaí and negotiate the price with clients at the fair in Belém, very similar to the cassava flour production. However, in the last 5 years, Ricardo has been selling only to one specific woman, where the delivery is scheduled through WhatsApp. When I asked if he was looking for more clients in the capital, he replied, "No, that's not possible. I can sell just the amount of açaí that the trees can give to me." Herbs for spiritual baths is very traditional in the region. Around 15 years ago, a big international cosmetic corporation approached the community to integrate the traditional knowledge in their products and to buy those local herbs in a large quantity. Today, the organic producers sell more than 50 tons of herbs in their natural state each year. Amazonian practices such as this, which were once only known by some elderlies, are now featured on the pages of international cosmetic outlets, and those cosmetics are even sold by descendants of the traditional knowledge retainers, such as the consultants that we will mention now. The sale of cosmetics through catalog is a new economic activity in Acará. This is Vanessa, one of the authors, and she works in the school, sells cosmetics and cassava products using her WhatsApp status to promote her business. In the past, the consultants had exclusive license to sell these products using a physical magazine and going door to door. But more recently, most companies have opened online stores where everyone can buy their cosmetics. However, many people in those regions still depend on consultants to buy cosmetics, even though they have access to internet. This is the map where you can see the capital, Belém, on top, and Acará is located after crossing some islands. All this area lack zip code and postal service. And that is why the consultants had to be creative with the logistics of cosmetic sales. Each consultant receives the orders from the clients through WhatsApp, and they order the cosmetics online, using different reliable contacts to make the delivery to happen. Many use the address of relatives and friends in the capital to deliver their orders, so they have to travel to the capital to collect the orders that are sent there and deliver them to the clients by boat. As you may imagine, this sales activity from the catalog requires a lot of effort from the consultant. Technology alone does not mean much for businesses like that. There is a social infrastructure of community and traditional life that compensates the absence of public infrastructure, such as postal codes. Besides all the beauty of its diverse, plural and traditional way of life, Acará is a community that lacks other basic services like sewage, garbage collection, telecommunication, and formal education. In contexts where HCI projects are engaged in reorganizing relations to global capitalism, we believe our study shows the value of a detailed analysis for the use of existing assets, such as how the social fabric that sustains the cosmetic trade in Boa Vista is embedded in local practices. Local economic practices can differ greatly in their existing relation to global capitalist systems, and can be formed by different values and different preferences. These preferences for how one might want to relate to global capitalism, what kind of progress and development is desired, if at all, might not be those of researchers. Traditional values and costumes are interwoven into the community of Acará's economic operations, such as the production of herbs or açaí, and trustful social relations are the cornerstone of e-commerce operations. It is important to pay attention to the contradictory nature of economic activities of Boa Vista da Acará. Digital technology both mediates and eases the community's relationship with their traditional way of living, and at the same time facilitates their participation in global capitalism. I also do not wish to romanticize the village. However, I hope that this example of the periphery of capitalism and what it means to be at this spot provides inspirations, even though many similar communities in Brazilian Amazon region face real threats. To finalize the presentation, in the paper we have extended our critique of modernity by examining a globalist and extractivist capitalism that results in ecological crises, like the destruction of the Amazon rainforest. Building on concepts such as the buen vivir and decolonial thinking, we criticize modernity's one-world world, and we argue for a pluriverse, a world in which many worlds fit. Our findings from Boa Vista do Acará fits comfortably with the theoretical notion of pericapitalism, in which a plurality of ways of being, ways of relating to nature, and of connecting to the internet and to global capitalism exist. Places like Boa Vista are not only the periphery of global capitalism, they are also a center in its own right, and as such, they hold valuable lessons to see and understand the possibility of the pluriverse. I hope you liked the presentation, and thank you.